Now we're gonna open for Jeff. Will open for the guys from internet, right?
Okay, yeah, we have a lot of questions from the guys watching the live stream, so we're gonna review and go over a few of those, and then you guys are gonna get the benefit of seeing what are some of the answers and the questions there. Appreciate the back detail. I'm gonna use that. Anyways, Nick has all the questions. So starting off, we had a few on omoplata. I think he's gonna go over the.
Patrick Tenney was asking, what are some of the tips on finishing the omo when the person keeps avoiding the triangle and like keeping you postured up? So how can you lock that in and still kind of finish that off?
What he mean? Like I didn't understand. Like how to finish
the omo? Yeah, when somebody's posturing up to avoid the triangle.
But I'm trying to finish omoplata or triangle. So I'm trying to finish.
You're using the oma instead of the triangle. Like you're going for the triangle, they posture up, and so you're just slipping in to kind of finish it.
Okay. And he wanna see like the submission from there. Okay.
Omoplata control. How to control omoplata when the guy.
Okay, so it's like I got the guy in that triangle, right?
Yeah.
And he and then he has the head here probably.
Yeah.
And he posted it up, and I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that I do here is I don't like to. First thing that I can say that I don't like to switch from triangle to omoplata. I think this is much better position. So I will show how to submit, but first I want to show what I prefer to do. When the guy holds both hands under, and it's hard to submit on triangle here. What I like to do here is I stretch a little bit my hips and try to find a space here under his head to get my arm under his arm, and then from here I feel pretty strong to pull his arm here and start to escape. Look, escape my hips and submit him from here. I've been using this a lot. Or also sometimes it works if you close the triangle in the like wrong position. It's not wrong, but if the arm is like this, holding your leg and he's posturing up, you pull the head. Imagine that you go into omoplata, but instead of go to omoplata, you just close here and submit, okay? Or you can go to omoplata, but this is like I think the last option for me to go to this position, because it is much easier for him to escape than when you have the head and the arm. This you have the head and the arm locked, but this you have just the arm, okay?
Another question that we had was Kevin Chu was asking just some tips on actually holding side control. So once you have side control and then you're kind of working it, how to keep that instead of somebody, getting back to half guard or full guard.
Yeah, the most important to understand here is like I said that before. Jiu-Jitsu is all about control. From the control, if you have a good control, you're gonna find the submissions. So if you don't have a good control, even if you know how to do good, some guys they know like to do like 200 submissions, but they don't have good control, they can't submit nobody. But if you have good control and you have one submission, you're able to use it. Control for the side, okay. So what I teach is like the first thing that you gotta understand is like we are talking about the alignment, okay? From him to him, it's much better if my body is like parallel to his body here. If he can push, he will use his head, to push, that's the basic defect. He will push my head, okay? So you gotta understand, he wants to push my head just to keep my body with the same line in with his body, because then he's able to escape. I cannot put the weight too much on him. And on the other hand, for me, it's much better if I can keep perpendicular with him. So that's the first thing, okay? I keep as much as I can my body crossing on his body. I don't let him push me there. The second thing is like people lose too much this position because they think about to keep the knee on the hips. Like, let me show here to the camera, then they can see also. They keep the knee controlling the hip, okay, and controlling the guy here. But if he just just a little bit, he's already put me in the guard, okay, just a little bit, because it's not the knee, but I need to put my hip on his hip, okay, to control. So instead put my knee here, I prefer to put my knee under his leg and put my knee glued on my hip glued on his. So look, I glue my knee here and then I put my knee under.
Have the hips.
Okay, that's one thing that I use to control. If he escapes, it's much harder for him to get the knee. Okay, let's say he escapes a little bit, and let's see he escapes, and he opens a space. All I need to think about is to keep my hips on his hips. So what I do is I switch. Okay, keep my hips on his hips. I keep my body in the position that I want. My weight on him. I don't sit on the ground. Okay, and then I can come back to the neutral position. And I also can switch to the other side, but always keeping my leg under his leg and my hips blocking his hips, and not my leg blocking his hips. Okay, so keep the weight on him, hips a little bit off the ground. Look, can keep. If you drop your knee on the ground, it's okay, but it's a little bit easier. And doesn't matter which side you prefer to stay, since you keep your hip bone glued one of his hip bone all the time. Okay.
And then Marco Pavlin had a question regarding keeping the arm bar when both legs are already over the body. So it's already locked in, both legs are already over. How can you stop from getting your elbow busted? I actually have that question.
Okay. There's many ways to escape, but the one that I use when I get this is I tap.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. Actually, once you protect your arm here, that's the most important. There's many ways you can try to go to the top and defend from the top, but one that I think it works well is once you get here, you turn your hand and put on your forehead, okay? And from here, it's a little bit, when you press just a little bit, you see Jory, it's a little bit hard for him, but he keep putting pressure. Okay, then I use my wrist. I pop up my wrist and start trying to slide his leg. And like, imagine that you're brushing your hair. Okay, so I try to. If I can get that, then it's perfect. I can pass my palm to his leg, come back now. Now it's harder. He can try to come back, pull my hand, yeah. Okay, yeah, and come back, but it takes a while. And in this time that he's trying to come back, I gotta slide my head and my back towards his leg. Now here, if I give my arm, there's no submission anymore. Because if he pull the arm, he's gonna just, okay? There's no leverage anymore. So, one more time. Defending. Here, with a mata-leão here, hold your biceps, grab the leg. When you get time, hand inside the leg, then imagine that you're brushing your hair, and then push and try to get your head first, and then your back over your hips, and then you start to escape here. Okay, but the most important, you already defend the arm.
Okay, one of the last questions was about something that you said you liked best position-wise. Brian Littlefield wanted to know how you take the back when somebody's got a tight turtle. So you've got them down, but they're tight, you can't get any hooks in, you can't get your arms underneath. How do you clear that space to actually get inside?
Yeah, I will show. Okay, let's see. This is easy to get, but the problem are the hooks, right? So what I like to do here is, because I can't find space to get the hooks, I start to work on his heel here with my leg. Okay, turn a little bit. So instead, try to put my hooks. I try to just stick my knee between his leg. It's easy to get. Stick my knee between his leg and his arm. Okay, come back. So I grab here, stick my leg, and now I hook his leg and start to twist his knee like a leg roll. Okay, and then look. I use this as a point of support. This leg and this one I twist, and look what happens now. Okay, then I just escape my knee, and I get the other hook. So if the guy is very tight here, I don't worry about put the hooks. Once I can get my hand here, I start to stick my knee here and work outside. Twist his knee, he needs to turn, otherwise he's gonna break his knee. Okay, and then I just kick my leg, and I have one knee. Also, if he's even more tight, let's say I can find nothing, always looking for his hips, okay, and you want him to open space. So, if you pull him to the side, he's not gonna, põe esse cotovelo no chão pra eu não conseguir te puxar. Não, os dois, que eu não consigo, look, I can pull him to the side, but if I go a little bit diagonal down, I can move him, and look what happens now. He opens space here, a space here, then I can stick my knee, my hook. So when the guys are really tight, that I can't find even this space to put my heel here to twist his knee, I just grab one hand on his hips, okay, and walk back, down a little bit, not to the side. The problem is, sometimes people try to pull the guy to the side, it never works because he has this elbow block. But if you pull a little bit down here, then you get this space here, look, under his armpit. Then I drive my knee, grab, and I put then I start to work from here. Okay?
Let's see. And now Marco asks, same guy that just asked that one, can you show some ways of escaping when you give up your back as well?
Escape from the back?
Yeah, so you've got your back taken as you just were. Now how are you going to get free so you don't get choked out or get turned?
You know what, I will show one escape that people, the basic escape is to escape the hips, like I did before, right?
Yeah.
But let's see the guy. Well, I will show one position that people make a lot of mistakes. Let's see he get me on top and he put one hook. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like this. What people do a lot, they get desperate here and they just try to pull the guy here. Okay, come back, which is not wrong, but a lot of times it doesn't work, and they end up rolling and giving the other side to the guy put the hook. Okay, so instead do that. Let's see, he had just one hook. If he had just one hook, I want to avoid him to put other hook. If I roll that direction, I open this side for him. That's what he wants, okay? So instead do that. If he has one hook, I will roll to the side of the leg that he has the hook. Then I close this side. Okay. And then I get the leg. Você pode se apoiar se quiser, tá? So when he gets one hook, I'm not gonna be. Other thing is like when I say roll, people learn. You gotta roll in some position, but it's not rolling through the wall, you know, all the time. You roll like in the same spot. Okay. So you're gonna push this leg, and you want to protect the hook here. You don't want to both hooks. It's harder to escape both hooks. So you want to push this leg here. If you put the head on the ground, just keep rolling and put him in the half guard. Okay. So always, if the guy doesn't have a really good back control, he will give you the half guard to escape.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, guys.